Perfect. Awesome. Welcome. I pushed the button starting the stream and I started to talk and I was talking for myself for 5 minutes before I realized I'm not live. And I'm like, why don't you say anything in the chat? Oh my God. That's what happens when you go live alone in the studio. Perfect. You can hear me, you can see me. So welcome everyone. Well, I'll start again and I'll try not to forget anything. Oh my God, that was funny. I'm sorry. So we have a crazy time right now. We're right in like getting out of the quarantine. Some of us do, some of us don't. That's why I'm here pretty much alone. I have an assistant though today, my big helper, Jessica. So Jessica will answer some of your questions in the chat, so I don't have to get interrupted. Uh, Perfect. So that's awesome. You guys are amazing. Um, who I am. So if you don't know me yet, I'm Nadia Freund, founder of Nadia Beauty Nail Academy. And today I will tell you everything about the forms. And I have a couple of rules and I would like you to follow them. So first of all, we don't spam here. So nobody's spamming online because if you spam, you get deleted forever. And if you have questions, Jessica will try to answer them, like with links, with some help, with little things. But if you have questions regarding the theme, I will keep my eye on the chat, and we'll try to incorporate those questions. So for the people who are watching later, it will be a little less disrupting, I guess, because I will keep these webinars now also online, available for everyone. So I am Nadia Freund, nail technician for over 10 years. I'm an official nail educator since over 8 years. I was studying as a teacher for high school at the university in Germany. So I'm teacher in my heart, and that's why I'm teaching now nails, and also teaching is my passion. Mentoring and teaching is my passion. And most of you who attended my marathon know me well as a Russian type of teacher. Very unusual for a North American market, but the guys had amazing results. By the way, yes, I have online classes and live classes and marathon, and I will talk about it on the end of this webinar. And I have my little thing so I don't forget anything. So tell me where you're from. I've seen you on the beginning, you started to say where you're from. I've seen a girl from UK, and it is 2 a.m. in UK right now, so if you fall asleep, we don't take it personal. And how long have you been in the industry? So if you guys, I see most of my girls from the marathon here anyways. But yeah, tell me about yourself a little bit, so I will keep my eye on. And how much do you like the form application? So, I'm funny. I know I'm funny. It's just me like chaotic. Form application. How often did you have a situation where your client comes to you and says, hey, you know what, I went to that salon and I asked them to do this certain shape. I showed them this picture and they did this nail. And you're like, okay, that's definitely not what she asked for. But can you actually create that nail? Can you read the nail on the picture and can recreate it? So how to apply the form? What angle do you use? Under what angle do you apply the form? Do you taper it? Do you pinch it somewhere? Where do you pinch the nail? How do you apply your product? How does the upper arch go? How does the lower arch go? How does the C-curve look like on the hairline and the apex? Where's the apex? Do you know that all? If you know that, then you can recreate pretty much any shape, and that's what I teach actually in the marathon. So we create shapes and learn to see the nail and to read the nail. And you would like to know everything about the forms, and beginner want to learn a lot. Perfect. And I will ask Jessica to put my actual link to my website. If you don't know it, it's nadiabeauty.com. Very easy to remember. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. That will help me. And you will always get, if you put the bell on, then you will get the notifications about my new videos. I'm not spamming with the videos, and I hope to produce one questions and answers video a week, hopefully, and a webinar with a specific theme one time a month. One more thing, if you are subscribed to my Instagram, if you're on Instagram, you're most likely subscribed to my magnetic shop website profile. But I also have Nadia Beauty profile, and with Jessica we're working on developing both and dividing those two profiles. So I will have a lot of giveaways on both of them now, time to time. So please go to Nadia Beauty. You can do it afterwards. You can do it now if you're watching in computer, and now on your phone you can go to Nadia Beauty Instagram with my face on it, probably with this t-shirt. Then subscribe to that, because Jessica posted today there a giveaway, and as a giveaway you will receive a jar of, I don't know where it is, I put it away already. Anyways, there's a giveaway for a jar of powergel, and it explains the rules. You have to be subscribed to both of the channels and hashtag 2 of your nail tech friends under the Nadia Beauty channel. Only for Canada and USA. Sorry, I cannot ship products outside of this region, but you can still subscribe, and I will appreciate that. Oh, there's also something about stories. Anyways, Jessica posted that everything in internet, in my Instagram. And if you send me a message on Instagram, then to Nadia Beauty, then one of us will answer that. Okay, so let's do the nails. When you're applying the form, and we have different forms now, when you're applying the form, the question is how to apply it. And the review about magnetic forms I made on my channel, so it's there, so you can read it. Just crop them. Oh, it's fancy posted. It doesn't let you post the website links. That's a good thing, but I don't know how can I make you do a Jessica is now a moderator in this channel. So Jessica, you're welcome to post links now. That's how easy it goes. Just a click. I didn't know that. I also have my learning curves. Okay, now try now. And so I have to switch the cameras again. Feed. Oops. Perfect. So we have the stiletto forms, the competition forms, the salon forms. They look like this. Salon forms, competition forms, and the new high-tech forms. All of these forms are amazing. So the new high-tech form is a new, just like my new love. I don't know. I cannot explain how cool it is. It has all these kind of lines, and it has all this kind of cuts out for the hypernicum and everything. So if you struggle with the forms, one of those will help you. You also seen on the picture for this marathon that I started to apply this form and I couldn't fit it to my nail with the high hypernicum. So I used actually the competition form on the end. But I had a trick. To the competition form, I used a little piece of, how do we call it? Form support. And that form support helped me to apply the form on this nail that is actually like a hawk nail with a very high hypernicum. Last week I broke a little piece of it, so I started to file it down. So my hypernicum is here very sensitive. We don't push back the hypernicum because if you damage it, you can lose the whole feeling in your finger. Okay? So what you can do is apply form so it is touching the nail right on the front. So it's not going underneath of the nail, so you have that step. And you customize the form right to it. So to customize the form, first of all, we have to understand what kind of shape we're going to create. Second, what kind of nail does the client have, and if the desired shape is suitable for this type of the nail. Meaning, if she has a hawk nail and you're building something very much up, it is going to be a little bit awkward. So you would have to make something more classic-y, where the upper arch goes kind of a little bit down. If she has a ski jumper nail, you're not building anything very straight because it will also jump up. So you will make something short and also classic-y, so the upper arch goes down. If your client has normal straight-ish nail or just a little bit hawk nail like me, you can create pretty much any shape. Okay, and then you need to choose the form suitable for this desired shape. They're different from the length, from the style, from the application. It is hard to make square nail, for example, on a stiletto, on this stiletto form, because when you pinch that, like on the end, it will be tapered, and then this tapered is not square anymore. And then you customize the form according to the hypernicum and literal folds of the fingers. And that's what we will talk about now. And then you apply the form, and then you check the lines. With my girls in the marathon, we did a lot of work customizing the forms and reading the lines of the fingers. So when I'm talking about square nail, do you guys follow me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Please say yes if you can hear and see me, and if you follow me. So when I have a nail like that, am I here in the chat? Yes, I'm here in the chat. There you go. And build a square nail. I have a center line of the finger. So basically, when you put your hand on the table, this line is parallel to the table, and it goes on your finger through your knuckles. Like this. Perfect, you can hear and see me, that's awesome. So the square nail will be parallel to that center line. The lower arch, that arch that goes from the stress point, goes straight out. The upper arch goes from the apex straight out, and it ends straight, pretty much 90 degrees. And the apex is somewhere here, about 30 to 50% of the natural nail. So if I have a natural nail, I divide it in half. So apex will be somewhere here, a soft curve. So we don't place it very close to the cuticle in this particular shape. We go like that. And it is pretty much my first lesson in the marathon, but I don't show exactly how to customize it for this particular nail, so I will do it now. From the top, the square nail is very important, is very straight. So from the stress points, it's not tapered, it's not flared, it's very, very straight. Now let me add a finger to it, like this. And then from on the front, it is a curve, like this. I will apply the form for the square, but I can create a different nail afterwards. So today I will give you a little bonus and I will create the nail as you like. Please tell me what nail would you like me to create after that. In the meantime, I'm using competition form. I remove this sticker for now because I will apply this little piece of form support. And the form support is cut on the form from the outside line to the outside line. And then I will cut it also from the outside line to the outside line. Pretty much like this. Something with the focus. Let's see what's going on with the focus here. Almond, coffin, almond, square. Okay, the girls that know me, let me change the focus a little bit. That's better. The girls that know me from the marathon know that there is no such a thing as a coffin for me. If coffin, then ballerina. Okay, I can do a ballerina shape. Paula, pipe. Pipe is pretty much like a square for me now. The actual pipe I don't really like because I think it is. Yeah, I have a hard time. Those new shapes, still making a pipe nail is complicated. So what I'm doing here, take pinching sticks out, of course, and with the pinching stick I made my squares sitting on my nail form. Can you see that? Okay, let me create put this for the square, and then I will talk to you about the shape I'm gonna make. Okay, so here, first of all, I cut this out, and I never, as good as never, use those little things in a salon unless I have a hawk nail. So in the salon shapes, I pretty much don't do those. Form supports. Okay. Then I'm taking the pinching sticks. They come in seven different sizes, up to the 7, like tiny little one. Okay. And I check the size that will be suitable for my nail. It shouldn't be bigger than my nail. And I'm measuring at the stress point right here. Is the quality good? I'm not in focus, am I? Let me see if I can do autofocus, if that helps. To put this away. No, autofocus doesn't work. I should replace this camera somehow with something that works better. There you go. So if you take too big of a stick, it will be too wide. If you take too small of a stick, it will be too narrow and you will miss here a little part. Okay. By the way, I didn't prep this nail. I'm not going to do manicure right now, but I will buff it a little bit using our new disposable buffers. They're opened. They come in two different greaves. That little piece here. See the product number. Like everything disposable is always very good for me. I can also use this buffer afterwards to buff my nails when I use the no filing technique and still need to buff something. Of course, I can take a natural file. Oops, sorry. And my nail is prepped. Just taking a nail wipe and done. Here you go. So, pinching stick number 1. Garbage away here. So it's not focusing away. Super cute. That's right. And it's pink, right? The coarse one is in purple. That's the product number. They're available in my shop. So I decided to take the pinching stick number 1. I put this line to the center line of the form and make sure I bend it right over it, right like this. And then I'm trying to apply my form here. So if I apply the form straight, build an apex up here, like 1 millimeter up, then to meet the form, I will have to go down. So this will be a classic square. And classic square nail is not that what I'm aiming for right now. I'm aiming for the straight nail. So to do this upper arch straight, I need to apply my form up. Let me show you. So if I apply the form straight like this, my upper arch will never meet the form. So I need to apply the form up. The higher the form, the shorter the nail will be. So wherever the upper arch hits the form, that's where I'm gonna end my nail. So if I'm aiming for a short nail, the form goes high up. And of course here it is different dimension. If I am having a longer nail, I have to bring the form down. But it always have to go a little bit up so that the upper arch can hit the form somewhere. So basically now, can you guys follow me? Do you understand what I'm saying? I have to bring the form higher up. And here the problems start. As you can you see that? Should I zoom in a little bit? Let me see if I can zoom in. No, I can only zoom out. I cannot zoom in. I can bring it closer. There you go. Perfect. So bringing the form up, that's where my problems start. I want to make a short nail, pretty much parallel to my center line of the finger. Remember that line, right? So my lower arch, the arch that goes, the straight line that goes from the stress point has to go that way. And you see there's already a gap in the form. And then the upper arch has to go that way, and there's another gap on the form. So how am I gonna apply this form? Let's switch the cameras. Here you go. Oh, thank you, Jessica. So I'm taking my favorite can, and the girls that took my marathon know I showed you in one of the groups. I did the webinar, and I showed that webinar to other groups. So in order to apply a piece of paper around this can, the voice is still there, right? If you don't hear me or see me or something, always let me know. So in order to apply this form to this can, I have to cut a circle. But if I have to apply it up, it's not going to be a circle. If you cut a cylinder, if you cut it diagonally under the angle, you have an oval. So it has to be like an oval around to get underneath there. But then you also change the angle of your form if you cut it like this, but your nail grows down, so basically creating the hoof like this, but your form has to go like this. And that's why you have to tricks it a little bit, and the form will go at the nail, not to the nail, not underneath of the nail, not towards the nail. It will almost go above the, almost above the nail, and on the ends here it will go right in the stress points in. And in order to hold that, we needed that form support. So the form support is not going to move anywhere. If I'm applying that form without form support, it tends to bend in, even though I'm cutting out the ears and everything. I will show you later anyways. Right? So I have to get underneath there. So where's my form? Here. And I'm switching the cameras again. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay. So you can see here, I need to cut in a tiny little bit, so my form sits right in there. Because if you leave that little gap, you will have a problem. But how much do you cut in? How much do you cut in? Exactly as much as you have to get the form underneath here into the stress point. So that is about 2 millimeters here. So I have to cut this form in 2 millimeters here, so the form can get in there a little bit deeper, right? Or even more here. Always cut off the corners of the nail as deep as possible. And actually I'm going to take a file and file it a little bit more in. Because if I'm planning to pinch my nail, or planning the product to go down on the side walls, my natural nail will be in the way and it will cut through the product, especially if you're working with acrylic. Okay? So what am I going to do? I'm going to cut those off, but keep the length here a little bit because my hyponychium in there, and oh my god, it's going to hurt. So, okay, so my form has to touch there, 2 millimeters in. What shape? You can see it is going to be the shape like this, like my nail is. Okay, but I can't apply it like this because then I have a gap of 2 millimeters down there. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Perfect. And where do I start here? I can see by putting my form to the nail, I count these lines from the center to one side. Here's 1, 2, and almost 3. Like my 3 is a little bit further away, so almost at the 3 line here. And 1, 2, and 2.5 here. I divide that little lines in 4 parts. For example, 2, 2 and a bit, 2.5, almost 3, and then 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, almost 3 here, 2 millimeters down here, and 2.5 up here. And try to make it in one cut, especially if you have the form support underneath. And before I measure it, I open up, go back with my either spatula or, well, better spatula rather than a pinching tool, and smooth it out again so I don't cut myself or a client, right? Okay, so I have here much better fit. Can you see that? Now my form goes, oops, almost like it is supposed to go if it would be straight, but I still have to apply it higher up. So I still have a little gap there. So I need to cut a little bit more in here and on this side also. So I'm cutting deeper in. But now I'm cutting a smaller piece right on the front. I don't cut the whole thing, just the front. So my form fits better. Can you see this magic? So the girls in the marathon who were struggling with the pointers or with the hawk nails in general, that is your solution. Okay, can you see that? The form goes up. There is no gaps. I don't go underneath the nail, I go right towards the nail. So it's right here, right on the same level, like it's absolutely smooth to the nail. And on the other side, it looks pretty good. Now I measure again, because when you know when you put your form around like wider lateral folds, the form nicks here, right? And that nicks, that what doesn't let the product go straight on the side, and that's where you usually overfile anyways, because it looks not very good. So that's why Magnetic came with these forms. Where are they? They already have that little things cut out. We call them Batman ears. This way, the Batman ears. Can you see them? But it is not suitable for all nails. It is suitable. It is suitable for you to start just connecting that line, that opening, with the line that you need. So you measure again, where do you need to cut that form in order to connect it with that little Batman ear. So my form will go up a little bit more. It's here just like a very little truss things. So I count, you can count from there or you can count from here, it doesn't matter. I cut from here, so I will measure from here. So I have 1, 2, 3. So third line I have to cut. And on the other side, it is 1, 2, 3, almost at the second line. Because it's a crooked finger, right? So Jessica is gonna comment on the chat. So we have 1, 2, 3, right? And then you connect this window. Look, the Batman got a little bigger ear. From little elf to the little elf. Elf is a German, is it English? Okay, 1, 2, 3. So it was it here? Was it a little bit further away, right? And then you just connect ergonomically that little thing. This form has enough space still to get to the nail and attach to the nail. And again, I go shape it. I check if it's somewhat straight, not too crooked. If the height is somewhat correct. Remember center line of the finger? And don't tense your finger like this, like me. I am like double jointed. I can curve it. So relax, hold it straight, relaxed. And for that relaxed finger, you measure the straight upper arch. And then you connect it. Connect those and make sure they're perfectly straight. See, they're perfectly straight. Absolutely nothing is not like this. This is wrong. This is right. Then I pinch my form right underneath here. And you cannot do that with those old gold forms. I didn't prepare any. I usually show them the old type of forms. They don't have any support here at all. So you cannot pinch them underneath of the finger. And you see now, can you see now that my form is wider than my nail? It's not sitting there right now. Go. So my form is wider than my nail. So what do I have to do in order to bring it in? So my gel is not wider than my nail will be. I bend it a little bit more in and make sure it sits right in there. And I knew that if I'm going to do it online, it's going to take me forever because it's not going to work perfectly. I should have prepared it before. Then just, okay, that works here. Here you go. La, la, la. Magic. When I work on a client, of course, I hold this form. So I will also have to hold it because otherwise it will move. It's not high enough. And the gap less than a millimeter is okay. Let me take a smaller stick just to make sure it's straight. So my side walls are straight. So there's another center line. But this nail is crooked anyways. So you get the line here. So technically, we'll look that this line is connected with the whole finger line. So I don't check only the last joint. We usually check the whole finger. But if your nail is amazingly crooked, you also build your nail a little bit crooked. Because if your nail is amazingly crooked, and you build here a thick line and there a thin sidewall, because the nail goes there, you will have like this, and then you have too much product here, it will be disbalanced, and then you will have a trouble. So you kind of build it a little bit crooked if you want durable nails. If you're doing competition or a picture for a little photo shoot or something, then of course you build it straight, but it's not gonna last. Okay, so what I want to see is that wherever my finger is here, that my sidewalls are not wider than my nail, than my stress area. Does it make sense so far? If you follow me, please say plus, like a plus. Okay. And you see here, I will put a little straight thing here. Okay? Do you guys follow me? Are you guys here? Okay, I think there's a little delay, so I will just continue talking. Somebody is sending me homework, which is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Then I'll switch over. Can smile again. You can see me. Woohoo! I have a nail on. If you would like to learn that in any shape, you know where to find me in my marathon, 8 weeks of amazing education, nadiabeauty.com. Anyways, so, and now my little bonus, you wanted me to do a ballerina nail. So, do we all agree with the ballerina nail? Ladies and gentlemen, do we have any gentlemen watching? So I'm awesome. Thank you. Somebody's saying I'm awesome. Okay. I'm going back to ballerina nail. Should I make another nail instead of this difficult shape nail? Yes, please. Perfect. Anyways, ballerina nail is week number. So we have square, short and long. We have Russian almond. We have oval with a funny French, a crystal French. Then we start to go down. We do ballerina nail. Then we do a stiletto and a almond. And then week number 7 we have a no filing technique, and the week number 8 we have a butterfly nail. Ooh, that's exciting. My first group just started the last week, so they're getting the homework for this week, and then we're over it. So it's so sad, but I have 2 more groups running and then more groups starting. It's always exciting, and it's always fun to see the how the girls go from lesson to lesson and see themselves, like how much better they get, and with the feedback, because they get the feedback from me almost like in time, because I get that not in a special program, I get it in a chat, a special chat, so I get it always on my phone, and sometimes I give my feedback right away. As they apply the form and they struggle, they send me a picture and I explain right away how to fix it, so we get right away best results. We had such an amazing growing curve for the girls. Oh, I'm so excited. As the teacher in me is happy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what is the last one? The last one? You didn't see the last one? Let me show you. This is the nail on the last one. It took me 8 hours, like 4 hours to record the videos and 4 hours to edit the videos for this nail. That was very, very complicated, and everything, like as always, I started to record it like doing it on my own nail, and then I decided to do it on the plastic, like on the silicone finger, right? So now I have it on here. Yeah, that's the ballerina nail. Not the ballerina nail. This if you cut it, it's going to be a ballerina nail. Okay, love this course for sure. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about ballerina nail. Let's get my face back in. My scary Russian face. Coffin is not a shape in my world. Many years ago in Poland, there was a championship, and somebody made a coffin look nail. So it had all these ridges, and as an actual coffin has. So all the lines was straight and very sharp corners and everything. So that was a fun competition, like where people had to make their shapes. So that shape is for me a coffin shape. That's what people started to make now, which ends up being like flat on the end, just tapered, because they don't know how to apply the form for the C curve. That's what is a wrong. They call it coffin because it's like, yeah, you can just die doing that. Let's do ballerina. Beautiful, C curve, thin, strong, very like nicely straight lines nail. Why thin? If you have a piece of paper like this, and it's flat on the end, like a coffin nail that people do, they have to, in order to be strong, they have to take a whole part of paper. Then they make them nice, thick, and then they're strong. But I was studying mathematics at the university. I can guarantee you that the strongest structure in the world is a cylinder. Probably not in the world, but it is a cylinder. If you make your nails curved, they are gonna be strong, very light and strong. So you cannot, you see the difference, right? Perfect, agree? Say yes if you agree. And fade. Perfect. And my paper here. Awesome. Let's make that thing, and I will use my new thing here. It just arrived. The metal cores for the boomerang files. And then I'm going to use them as a here. Michelle, you still think I'm funny, aren't you? Don't you? Perfect. Okay, so nail. Beautiful nail. Ballerina. Center line of the finger. Lower arch straight out of the stress point. Apex a little bit further away, so more like 30%, roughly. So if your nail is natural nail is very short, of course you're not making very long nail, but don't make it too close to the cuticle. So make it looking balanced, right? So it's nicely, slowly going out. Make a nice curve, like nice curvature in there. And then it goes down like for a stiletto. So technically, if you extend those nails, then those lines, you get a stiletto. But we cut it, sorry, not like this. How do we cut it? We cut it like this. Ballerina. Yeah, it's such a big nail, so then you can see all the difference, but it's actually like a smaller nail. Okay? And this way you actually get the curvature. From the top, what am I doing? I'm creating a natural nail here. From the top, from the stress point, it is 2 straight lines. And shorten up. Basically, it could be a long, beautiful stiletto. So eventually those lines meet. But they cannot be bulky. You can make it very much lighter. And in my Instagram profile, let me see my Instagram profile. My Instagram, work of my students. No, I'm showing how do I. What was it? I hope to show you the picture. I'm sorry, I'm checking very quick if I can find it. Work of students. Work of students. Student work. Because I show how I correct it. Oh, for example, here. So somebody sent me a picture like this. It's a somewhat beautiful nail, but then I can see that the lines are, that the lines here are not perfectly straight, and the nail looks heavy. Okay, so if you see my feedback, I just send where you have to file a little bit more. And with the strong files like metal core or even the plastic core, they're very strong, but the metal is even stronger. You can really file those beautiful straight lines. And here on the end, ta-ta, totally different nail. Totally different. And it's your first nail in this shape. So do you see the difference from a little bit bulky to perfectly thin looking nail? That's what I learn. That's what I teach in the marathon. That's what I love. And of course, the C curve is a little arch. Arch where the side walls are straight and they're connected with a little thing. The side lines can be like little things connected like this, depending on the length, of course. But you cannot make it like this. This is not an arch. This is something that is not going to hold. To hold the structure, the side walls have to go somewhere a little bit down. Perfect. Let's do it, ladies. You know what? I will cut off my glove. I have another nail, and that is straight and easy work nail. I take again my little buffer, and the girls who just finished my webinar know that every week I made a nail on this little finger, and I will actually take my bits. Where are my bits? And show you very quick how do I prep my nail. So I take the cuticle, diamond cuticle bit. I start, oops, full speed on my e-file with a 45 degrees angle. Very gentle push back the cuticle. And actually at nightybeauty.com I have also a link to my e-file and e-manicure class. I do all 10 nails in this direction. I change the direction to reverse. So the e-file class is the full e-file thing, and the e-manicure is I'm talking about the cuticle work. And on the reverse, now I'm going upwards. I'm not doing a Russian manicure, I'm doing Russian style manicure, so I don't think we need to remove everything, like all the live tissue. Everything, only what is dead goes away. I change it to the round cuticle bit. I start with a forward, full speed. I turn down, switch over. I also get often asked what is the difference between marathon and a online class. Marathon is actually where you get once a week a lesson or twice a week a lesson with a nail art on Wednesdays. But you have a week to finish that lesson, and the next week you get the next lesson. So everybody goes on the same pace. Of course, if you have a couple days extra, if you need a couple days extra, sometimes I let that go through. But you have to do the homework in pace. So this way I kind of push you. But people like me, we need that little bit of extra control. Okay, then I take my silicone carbide and very gentle. So this is my basic prep work in the salon. I don't do more. I think it's enough. And on the end of the procedure, I am just putting the cuticle cream on, and it will be good. My poor cuticles, because I changed every week a nail, because I was recording those marathon videos. Of course, I had to. I was like, oh, it's mine. I used it on the other finger. The marathon videos, I had I filed so much in my cuticles, so it will be good after I apply some cream on. Okay. Then I take my emery board and just remove the whole length. Nail wipe, prep and wipe. Prep and wipe is an acetate, the solution I'm using also for my, how do you call it? Power gel, right? Okay, the form. And I will apply my new favorite, like absolutely the winner of the winner. Those forms are amazing. If you tried those forms and like them, put 5 in the chat. So here you can decide if you're going to use this part or not. For stilettos, where I have to pinch the form and glue the form together on the end, I usually don't use this piece, right? So that's otherwise you can just bend it over and then you have that support that you need. Depending on the length of your nail, you either need it or not. For ballerina, I usually don't need that, so I just take it off. I also don't need the center part. And here, this glue is amazing. Like, this glue is the best in the world for the forms, and I know it's for sure because I tried all of them. And I had a webinar before where I showed you all kind of forms that were sent me from different companies and from China to try, and oh, that glue is just so bad. It opens in the lamp and everything. Okay, so I put my imaginary stiletto down, so the form has to go a little bit down. So many fives. That's awesome. Again, center line. Remember, my nail grows up, so when I put it on the table, it tends to go up a little bit, and therefore, thank you. And therefore, I have to relax it, really, really relax to see my center line of the finger. Then my lower arch will go straight, my upper arch goes down. My imaginary stiletto will go down, and I have to cut the form. Here I count. Oh, I can't hold it and count. 1, 2, and it will go right in there, right in that little stress point. Not where my nail ends, but actually like right deep in there. Okay. Can you buy those forms in USA? Yes, you can. And because of the marathon, I was just sold out, but they're already on the way, so they will be here by the end of the week, and then I can send them to you. So you can pre-order them, and as soon as they're here, I will send them. NadiaBeauty.com, and there's a shop button, everything you can order. So 1, 2 on this side, and 1, 2 on this side. So I just cut out these little things right away. I know that I don't have to cut in depth for this form for my middle finger, but if you need, you cut first in the depth and then you cut those Batman ears. Look at this little beautiful design. Oh my god, I just love that. It's almost too hard to put this form down because it's actually shaped to be applied like up even more. Okay, so I connect just a tiny little bit here and just a tiny little bit here, so I can set my form. I hold my finger, and you know what I do in the marathon? I teach the girls to use the camera, to put the grids on the camera. You see those grids? And using that grid is very easy to measure. Oops, am I in the picture? I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, my camera doesn't focus. The camera of the telephone doesn't focus, and the camera of the webinar doesn't focus. Here you go. So I can measure that line just from here. You can see it very bad, but as I said, I show that better. I use another camera here rather than the one I'm recording my videos for the marathon. So seems to be a better camera, but I can't use it for webinars. It's complicated with all this technique, right? Okay, so the form I apply kind of down for imaginary stiletto. Okay. Present. Present. What do you mean with present? Present. Present. Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. So I pinch it down right underneath of my finger, right here. And you can see there would, if I would keep that little end, it would be a stiletto here, right? And then here I bring it, like, I like it tapered, as tapered as possible, so I kind of pinch it on the end here. Okay, and then here you can still see from the front that it is curved. I don't like it curved, and therefore I'm taking spatula. Spatula, here you go. And I iron the form a little bit because the form has a little bit metal in it. It is a metal-based form, like foil or something. It kind of holds that little straight lines. But also, if you're using that form support on a regular competition form, for example, if this length is enough for you, in the salon, you can also use the form support. And then when you iron this side, it will also be flat as you need it for most of the shapes, like Russian almond and pretty much anything. See, you can kind of iron it a little bit. So here, always pinch. You see, it's still bulky. Pinch. Pinch underneath. Carefully pinch. So I pinch diagonally down here. Make sure I don't have any gaps. My form is not wider than my finger. The form is tapered in. And the form is in the stress point. Here you can clearly see that my form is sitting right in the stress point, so I'm not going to lose any product on the side. I turn it around. Oh, as much I can. There's a little bit of skin already. So my form is sitting where it's supposed to sit. Educators. Like we're sitting like that under the camera. Just wanted to show you. So you understand why I am sometimes running out of the picture. And wipe back in. Perfect. Okay, so the form is applied. And I think it will be beautiful. Now, I'm using Power Gel Pink. And jar like this of the Power Gel Pink is right now for the next 2 weeks. I don't know when you're watching the webinar, but beginning of June it will be still available to win in my Instagram profile, Nadia Beauty Instagram profile. I have Nadia Beauty. And you already know how to write my name. It's probably very easy. Because you already signed up for this marathon and you're on my channel. So here I have a little bit of the prep and wipe. Again, it's acetate and we need it just to clean the brush. I have a brush wipe. We have brush wipes and nail wipes. So nail wipes are like little quarters and they have a little different texture than the brush wipes. Brush wipes are big and they're great for the brushes. So there we use them to clean the brush. And I'm going to use magnetic oval brush, a student brush. There are 2 brushes under the same number, but there's one with the old one and one new one. I think it's 176025, or you can use an Ikebana brush, my old, beautiful Japanese brush. I've seen the girls using them and they're fantastic. Okay, Power Gel. Yoo-hoo! Power Gel is a gel. It's not an acrylate. Oh, there's so much garbage here. It's not an. I mean, it's acrylate, but it's not acrylic. So it's not. It's a oligomer. It is a new developed formula. So it's not the same product as in those jars. Not jars, the tubes. So it's a very soft product on the end. First, it works like acrylic or like polygel, but in the wearing, it is a very, very flexible product. Okay. You don't have to apply anything. You can, though, apply a soft bond primer. Very, very little amount here. Close to the cuticle without touching the cuticle. Okay, so I'm applying the gel on the finger. Take the brush, clean, wipe it off. So the brush, the liquid we need to clean the brush, not to use to apply the product. Okay. And you see how beautiful it's just standing there. I bring the product to the cuticle. Is it focusing at all? Let me know if I need to refocus it somehow. Also take the Kibana brush, cuticle, because I don't see anything because of the camera. I have to look through the camera holder. Okay. And just spread it down using the belly of the brush. And you can apply it as thin as possible, as thin as you like. Make sure that the form is sitting there where it's supposed to sit. And I can right away, because it's not shrinking, this particular gel doesn't shrink in the lamp, I can right away apply it as I need. Without applying too much product. So my gel will go here up. Can right away build it up a little bit, making sure I have 45 degrees, 90 degrees angle, not 45. So I go right along the line here. Oops. And again, before I go into the lamp, I pinch it underneath here. Pinch the form again, just to make sure it's pinched. And it's not moving as I'm bending my finger. Can even make it a little bit longer. Okay. And I believe in the form application that 90% of the success of your work is a form application, because you can apply the form correctly, dip your finger in the gel, cure, and then file forever, but you will have a beautiful nail. So 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I check tapping on my finger if it's cured. Take tweezers and pinch at the stress area. If you applied the form correctly, you don't have to pinch, but I like to pinch. I'm addicted to pinching. So I pinch it in there. You know, the thing is, learning now from YouTube is a good thing. The bad thing is you don't get the feedback, so you don't know if you did it correct or not. You don't know if you can correct yourself, like how you can correct yourself. That's why you always need a mentor. So I just have to cure it completely. Go. Do I have questions? You can ask a couple questions before I have to go back and finish that nail. What color am I going to use today? Let me have some fun. Pink. Pink. Glass gel. Pink. New transparent gels. Do you like pink? You agree on the comment. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Okay, so you probably want to see what I'm doing, don't you? Fade. Perfect. Okay. So checking that the nail is tapered in. So basically I use this pinching tool for stiletto nails. You can also use this, the tweezer, and just pinch it like this a little bit. Very careful. Michelle is saying I should use gray. Seriously? Me and gray? You can remove the form now, you don't have to. If your nail was very thin, you don't have to remove the form. Carefully pulling it down. And now that glue, oh, it came off. Wow, because I had probably glove on, that's why the hand was wet. So you see now it's tapered in, and it will go down a little bit, and I will file it nicely like this, and it will be beautiful. Pink, gray, pink and gray. Really? What do I have here? Cool gray. Pink and cool gray. Does it look cool? Michelle, you're confusing me. No, I'll just build a nail. You see, we're already over an hour online. Oh my god, I said an hour to 1.5. Let's just build a quick nail. And depending on your area, you either have to go and feed your kids, or you have to probably go sleep, right? Very, very smooth at the cuticle. Have a lighting here so it's not over lighted. You know what? I'll show you next time in the next video a design with power gel and mixed in colors. Let's do that, because today I explained so much about the square form application, and now I had to apply another form application. So next time I will just make a design in a nail in this I don't know shape yet. You can send me your ideas and your questions to my Instagram, either Nadia Beauty or Magnetic Shop. That's up to you. And I will show you more of the magnetic products and more of how to use them. Don't forget to apply product at the stress areas. I'm reading the comments. Well, I had my coffee before, so I didn't fall asleep here. It's not too late. I still have to feed my kids. They're patiently waiting on the upstairs, happily that nobody is touching them. They can play, but they don't have computer because I have a computer right now. And if you have too much product, ta-da, it can go back into the jar. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm trying to bring the product as much down as possible. Checking my curvature. See my beautiful straight side walls, like the arch, the actual arch, like the Trafalgar Square arch, or the Brandenburger Tor in Hamburg, in Berlin, in Germany. What arches do you know? Here you go. 10 seconds. You can also use pinching a clamp like this, or pinching clamps like this. So this one, for this shape, this one works good because I can pinch it in. See how flexible it is? It's amazing gel. My skin is on the way. Okay. So the marathon starts for this price that I set right now. It starts in June, and next time the price will go up. There you go. So then next time I will probably start months late or something, and the price will go up. So you sign up, like if you thinking about it, decide right now, because learning without feedback is not gonna bring you much. So I really think that you need a mentor to guide you to the result that you like. As learning is like I don't know. Did I overpinch it? Of course I did. I don't know how to explain it, but I take classes still. Like I go and take classes because I feel like I could get better and better and I could learn more and more. And the industry changes so often. And things like this, like form application and pinching, most of people say that they didn't have it in the school. So if you learned many years ago and never had that, we will have a hard time to bring you to that, bringing form up or bringing form down and reading the nails, and not just being like, oh, I just somehow dropped the form to the nail. And this way we can really bring you further, so you will be the best tech on the whole street or area or whatever, because this will help you to raise your prices because you will be better. I guarantee you that if you're taking your time and do homework, you will be better. Love the shape. Does power gel come in different colors? Yes, it does. Power gel comes in clear, pink, nude, extender, white, sparkling pink, and sparkling white. Sparkling white is so beautiful. Power gels, if I think in playlist magnetic products, I have power gels. I'm talking about power gels there. Love the shape. Me too. Does the marathon all have same classes? Every start, yes, they have the same classes. I will probably change the first video from the first class, but it will be still the same shape. So if you're already in my marathon, you don't have to take it second time. If you finish my marathon, next class I would take, if I were you, would be the French bootcamp. So because the French for different shapes is a little bit different applied, plus we will learn art French and stuff like that. That's going to be amazing. Did you see my little table vent? I love it. Can I use table vent underneath of this? To bring the camera high up. You can see all the stuff there. I'm a hands-on learner and Nadia is great. Normally I need one-on-one, but the course helped me a lot. Thank you, Michelle. I had a girl 2 years ago in my class in Moncton, and she said that she's not going to take my online classes because she doesn't believe in the online education. But then the quarantine started. I started the marathon, and the first group was free, and I said, start for free, and then you can see. And she said that she had a feeling that I give more time for her for feedback, and I have more time for her rather than in that class setting. We had 18 students, and I was alone. So I have now I take more time per student rather than in the live classes. So it's almost like hands-on and a lot of attention for everyone. And until everyone gets there, I help. The French class is already posted. There is an early bird price, and you can go to nadiabeauty.com, just scroll down, and the French bootcamp is there. One of the girls got a discount on that because she told me how to call it. Okay, let's file and finish. Otherwise, we will never. Here you go. Otherwise, we will never finish here because I can talk forever. You know me. And my favorite disposable 180 grid files. There's a product number if you're looking for 141076. And I just open it somewhere. That's good opening spot there. I like to open in the center, but it's me because I will put them in the box anyways. 180 grid. Done. And I will use my metal core today. La la la. Oops. There you go. Remove the So much stuff around. Michelle saying, so true. I get plenty of feedback. Yeah, if some girls need a lot of feedback, some girls need less feedback, but everybody gets feedback until they're perfect. So filing straight sidewalls, very important. And you see I'm filing straight. I'm not like filing like this or like this. I'm filing straight sidewalls. And that's what makes my nail, get under the camera, that's what makes my nail being straight. Shell saying is very helpful and corrective. Okay. Then I file around the cuticle. Then I file my straight free edge. Check the thickness. Straight up arch. And that is important. Can you actually hear me when I have the vent on? Let me know. It is very important that I'm filing straight. I hold my finger parallel to the table and file straight. And I know exactly how I'm filing. I'm not filing like this. I'm filing with my elbow. And this way, I file straight line. And I know exactly that from the apex to the end, my file will go straight. Ooh. Okay. If you have a credit card handy or the card from the stamping plate, you can have it and check the thickness of the nail, because the thickness, including the gel on top of it, like the gel polish, should be altogether thickness of the credit card. So I connect my sidewalls to the top. I have to file the low arch. And then I will connect the apex with the cuticle. So my apex will be somewhere here, so it's still a little bit too high. I also have a salon shaping class I just posted too. It's salon shaping, the short nails, different shapes, no filing techniques. And this nail has to be straight on the top. Can you see that straight line? It's somewhat straight. So just connect it all around. Go down here, and now I file the low arch. Okay, you don't see anything, don't you? Let me put my elbow support. So you don't want to file the low arch down. You want to file it straight. You see my how I'm checking the whole length of the finger, my middle line, and then I file my low arch. Straight line. Very careful, holding the nail also from the top, so it's not pushing too hard, so I'm not over filing it. Go the other side. And of course I overfiled this nail on this side because I didn't see it on the camera. Well, technically I would apply more product here. I have to be careful now. What happened here? is straight. Looks straight. It looks straight from underneath. It's just not. Something curved in here. I don't understand why it happened. Probably I over pinched it afterwards. I shouldn't remove the form so early. And you can see here. Oh, there you go. You can see here little corner. I take my sapphire file. You see that? And file up to the natural nail. And here. I overfiled a little bit there. There was a reason for that. No excuses, only reasons. That's why I pinched in too much. There's nothing wrong about doing this, as long as the outside still looks perfect. Yeah, I pinched with that clamp and I didn't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. It's my fault. But you can see from the front, oh, the girls are saying nice words. Okay, so you can see the arch is actually the side walls are straight down and then they're connected on the top, right? So it's still not perfectly smooth, a little bit more smoothing. Just use my new love, my new little friend. I love magnetic. We always have such creative ideas. Okay, take a baby wipe. Wipe my fingers. Once you will not use anything else after you try it. Yes, power gel. Power gel is my new love, definitely. There's so much garbage around here. It's a beautiful C-curve. You can see. Let's do a quick final for that because I think you guys are tired. If you want to have more videos from me, let me know what would you like to see, and please sign up for my marathon and for my other classes. Wildcat gel polish. Hot pink, you said it. Ergonomical brush, you see the beautiful brush that goes right into the, like, closer to the cuticle. Can you see what I'm doing? I cannot see what I'm doing, so I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. The funny thing is that I'm usually wearing glasses when I'm working, but since certain time I don't wear glasses for my videos, and I don't put them on when I switch the cameras, and I didn't file this nail enough, but nobody will notice. There's still some little things here. Okay, let me cure it. Okay, dokie. 10 seconds curing time, good enough. And improved. What do I have? I have here Flex and Shine. Now I'll just use Flex and Shine. Whatever top. Stiletto. You would like to see a stiletto? Ooh, stilettos. Would you like to see like extreme stiletto, or would you like to see a stiletto for more like a salon style? It's a little, could be filed a little bit more, but I know I'm a perfectionist. Then I take a lamp and check my lines. If my lines are straight, and I notice that I didn't file it correct, that's why I have here like a little flat spot. But as I said, I cannot see much under the camera, but you can see the straight lines, and that's how it's supposed to look. I cure it. I switch to myself. Here you go. So let me read this for you. You have to follow Nadia Beauty and Magnetic Shop on Instagram, and must follow both of them at the moment when we will do the giveaway, like pick the winner. You have to tag your nail besties under the giveaway post, 2, at least 2. And then you have to share this post in your story, and yeah. Okay, so we have to change that. So 2 people. Well, Jessica says I should say 1 comment and 1 entry. Okay, so 1 comment, 1 entry, of course. In 1 comment you tag 2 people. There are no limits. So you can tag as many people as you want. 1 comment, 2 people. 2 nail technicians from North America. Canada or USA, I can ship products only within North America. And then Jessica says we have to share this post in the story, and I think the generator of the winners cannot do that. But if you share this post in your story, you will have a plus to your karma, and who knows what else. Giveaway ends on June 9th at 10 p.m. PST. So I have to go at 10 p.m. PST online. Well, I will go either at 10 p.m. PST, or I will go do it early morning. So I will do it online live using the generator of those like thing, because now there are software that is where I put my link to my post, and it generates automatically, so I don't have to like pull somebody or just like scroll something. No, it just does everything automatically, so which is a cool thing. This giveaway is no way sponsored, endorsed, or administrated by Instagram. That's right. So it's my personal product that I paid for to get it to Canada as a distributor, and I will send it to you in North America, paying the shipping costs myself. How cool is that? Very generous for me. So Jessica, yes, you can post it how it is. Nail? My nail is done. What else? I'll show you my cream. Salon style stiletto. What if you don't have nail bases? One, just tag someone you know who could want to win it. You can, there's the nail tags that you're following on Instagram. Tag them. Taking a little bit of this wonderful nail cream. This is a new magnetic from the Seduction line. This is our new manicure line. I didn't bring all the products in, just a couple of them. It's intense cuticle cream. If you know the Healthy Hoof, this is like 50 times stronger than Healthy Hoof. I have the feeling. So I just put it over, massage it into my poor cuticle. Wipe off the excess. Clean the nail. Okay. So you don't know how to tag people? You can send me a message on Instagram or wherever, and I will, or Jessica, one of us will tell you how to tag people. So that's my ballerina shape. Not the best one, but it's pretty good ballerina shape. You can see if I relax my finger that the lower arch is straight out, the upper arch goes down. I think the lower arch is hanging through here. Nobody says anything. That's better. That's better. Can you see that? Love that color. This is my favorite pink. Okay. Did I tell you I can sit here forever? But I think we should stop now. Anyways, you know now anything I wanted to tell you today. So you know now what kind of things we have. And whenever you watch this webinar, probably even recorded the years later, I don't know. So now today is the May of the year we had a quarantine with the COVID-19 in May 2020, and that's why everything is a little bit weird in this world right now, and that's why I have so much understanding, and that's why I posted that marathon where you get 8 weeks of education, personal time with me if you don't get something, or you get anyways personal time with me, but if you struggle a lot, then I help you a lot. If you're fantastic, then you're fantastic, and I just get you to that perfection. Or, you know, I'll always try to find something. I'm very upset when I can't find anything to make better. So that's me. Typical Russian teacher, you know, like those ones. That's me. Yes, send me messages per Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, email. You can just answer that email that you got registered, the link from. Just send me email there. Tell me what you would like to see in my live chats, in my live videos, in my webinars, and subscribe to my channel if you didn't, and subscribe to my Instagram because we are working on it, and on Facebook you're probably friends with me anyways. If not, Nadia Freund. Freund means friend in German, and that's me, very friendly, Nadia. So, what else? I think almost 2 hours is good enough, and I hope I can somehow cut that beginning where I was talking for 7 minutes and then I had to redo everything. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a month, and I will see you everywhere, if most of you in my marathon anyway. So I will see your homework and the butterfly for the first group, and the second group gets something else right now, and the third group gets something else, and everybody's delayed because some of them started to work and they had to prepare something, so they're delayed with the homework. It's a mess. Anyways, we have a lot of fun, and we have a chat supporting each other and chatting with each other, and we have our little community, and we have a lot of fun. Do we have a lot of fun, ladies? If so, well, post your comments below. I don't know if these comments stay in the live, in the recording of the video. Thanks for watching again. NadiaBeauty.com is everything. My online classes, my live classes, my bootcamp, hopefully soon again, traveling around North America teaching classes, and what else? And my online shop. You can buy any products of Magnetic in my online shop. Magnetic is a Dutch brand, produced in Europe, produced in Netherlands. So all the products are very, very high quality, cosmetic grade products. That's it. Thank you, Jessica, for helping me today. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Have a good night or good day if you're watching me during the day. And see you. Oh, I can't stop. I just can't. Oh, I have to click that button. See you.